Everyone is rushing to build LLM apps or AI agents. And at first, it works. And then it kinda makes sense. But then later on, it's chaos. The LLM or the agent forget what it was doing or what it was supposed to do. Sometimes it picks wrong tools, or it hallucinates, or it slows down. And that's not because the model is dumb. It's because you didn't engineer the one thing that holds it all together. Context. And context engineering is how we fix that. Context engineering is not just a clever prompt. It is the full input system that surrounds the model even before it generates a single word. When building any LLM app or agentic solution, this system includes system instructions, user query, memories, available tools, external knowledge base, and structured output formats. And all of this makes up a context. In short, context is the architecture of how you talk to your LLM app. So context engineering is not a prompt, it's a system. But when that system breaks, it creates a huge mess. And there are 4 ways it can happen. Each one subtle, each one dangerous. Context poisoning is a situation where in the model context, a hallucination sneaks in and becomes parts of the system memory. It gets repeated, reinforced, and believed. An agent starts treating a false information as true and starts forming its reasoning based on that notion. And then you have lost control. Context distraction occurs when the input context becomes so huge that the model disproportionately relies on it. Most of the AI labs are running before giving longer input context windows. Gemini gives you 1,000,000 tokens while Claude gives you 200k. You will think more input context length is equals to more power, right? Not exactly. Even with massive context windows, more isn't always better. Too much context can overwhelm the model. In fact, it can happen that the model might repeat earlier patterns instead of synthesizing new insights. Context confusion arises when irrelevant information misguides the model and leads to low-quality responses. To understand this better, imagine you are at a massive buffet where 100 dishes are being served. Instead of enjoying the experience, you become overwhelmed, unsure of what to choose, and second-guessing your selections. That's what exactly happens when models are given too much information. They try to attend to everything, even if it's irrelevant. In other words, if something is in the context, the model has to pay attention to it, even though it is useless. And that's the problem. In one study, researchers gave a small model, Llama 3.18b, a list of 46 tools to choose from, and the model was well within its context limit. However, it failed. But when the team reduced the list of tools to just 19 tools, it got the results right. But why did it fail earlier? Because it got confused with too many tools. What would happen if 2 truths in the context contradict each other? The model will not give a red flag. Instead, it will try to pick one, or worse, it will try to average them out. And that's how you get smart-sounding nonsense. Context clash occurs when new information or tools in the model context contradict with existing information, leading to inconsistencies in model's behavior. LLMs aren't just predictors anymore. They are used for planning, coding, and orchestrating. As AI agents, they interact with tools, memories, goals, and reasoning, all in the same loop. And context is something which holds it all together. You can't scale GenAI systems until you know how to engineer the context, and most of the teams have not figured it out yet. So this was the why, and next comes how to fix it. So hit that subscribe button because you would not want to miss that.